Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Godden along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And last weekend, they pulled one out in a very low-scoring affair. It was all about their defense.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Redskins, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point. But, boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is taken at his 4. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They are led out by the overall selection in 2019, former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 61 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Check right, 27. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 27, Mike 27.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. They go play action with Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Come on now, let's go.
So a long field ahead for the Falcon offense as they head out. They'll have Matt Ryan calling the shots, the former MVP and 3rd overall pick.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And here's the offense now. Charles, who's the guy you chose to highlight?
The tone setter, the guy in the middle, Alex Mack. His return, never good for the opposition.
So after the incompletion on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get, and it won't help them at contract time.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What is every defense about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. The numbers for Freeman a week ago. 25 carries, 99 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down now, it's Green. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. This is how they will line it up defensively for Washington. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. The Redskins have Greg Stroman back deep. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Completes it to Aguilar. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And one of the big bodies helping out this offense is your boy, Upati.
And all he wants to do is have running plays called. Fire out and smack people.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Love. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Single, slot.
Now Haskins on 1st down. It's caught by Aguilar. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. On 1st and it's Haskins, and his throw is incomplete. Time for a look at our starts. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. He finds Aguilar over the middle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding positioning and tackle immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But it would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. They run. Devontae Freeman. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
50, Mike, 50. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On 2nd down, it's Green, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Ryan, and it's complete. Hooper, and he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 29-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Let's go,
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset. Yep. Draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up rounds. So far, 0 for 3. That continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. And who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on, change them up, and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Freeman. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. This looks like a free play for Ryan. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
We got 4. We got 4.
A first carry for Samaje Perine.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's great. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Mike 50, Mike 50. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Ryan. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he's able to pick up the first before inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll look to run it with Bohannon. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Falcons on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra, brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive and 3 points, so some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10 now, Haskins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the reception. Good for 7. It's 3rd down. Haskins on 3rd down. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback slipped the sure catch, and flipped the down marker back to 1.
On first down, here's Love. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike.
Off the play fake, here's Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the foot, so not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Love. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guy field and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Haskins now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. And his throw here's Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the looking to throw Haskins. It's Quinn, he completes it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Trey Quinn, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are even at 10 apiece. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matthew Ioannidis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations. Not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They had points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time, defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Haskins over the middle, and it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores earlier today in the NFL. Busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now it's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Jones has it. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. Your shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
This one complete to Devontae Freeman. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
It's now 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play if they hurry. We'll see. Now Ryan on 1st down. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see play the second quarter. In our game, it was the former MVP, Matt Ryan, with a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentator, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Freeman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Gets it off to Freeman. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Partner, I think that completion of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be second and 12. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. On third down, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's Tressway now. He's been so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 22. Play action. Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Ryan. Now the ball comes loose, and the Redskins scoop it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Now for the point after. And that will point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go play action with Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. The big start him out. Has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Ryan. Finding Green complete. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make this a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now Haskins. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Would be applauded in this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Fielded at the 43. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. from midfield now. Here's Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Play action. It's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And he deserves a break as he gets this one away.
Let's go.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And right now, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
This is Love. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. It'll be Love to try and get the first. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at barring a conversion here on third down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Ryan Kerrigan, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll come on to kick for 8. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 10 at their own 26. They'll start the drive with Love here. He takes this for 3 to the 29. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a pitch better starting position. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poised the game, You can't have those kind of plays.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards there and a Falcon first down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line. The pass from Ryan complete to Freeman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Yards on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon down. Austin Hooper with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. And Lambeau now, touchdown. He'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. They're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Redskins on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different.
And he's going to go down near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now Ryan back into his end zone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Gray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the... And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, watch the slant. Check. Lucky.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's in. Calvin Ridley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Ready. Watch the run.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. On 1st down, it's Freeman. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Now a carry for Pirine. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now it's Ryan. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 6 yards away. And the Falcons push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Lambeau on for the... And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's Harris. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Haskins to throw it. Completes it to Aguilar.
Holding. Offense.
Stabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing now is Haskins. It's caught by Aguilar. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here we go with Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. Disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. To throw it. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10. Point lead. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. The coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Atlanta, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9.